Now, we know that Terra Luna Classic is never short of proposals, and we've got another one out there right now. This is based on the discussion we had, I would say, a couple weeks ago now about that ziggurat approach, where you're taking the USTC stablecoin, and I'm going to put stablecoin in quotes there because it's at 2 cents right now, not $1, taking that and manually moving it back up, basically penny by penny, until you reach $1 or an agreed upon amount for that stablecoin. Now, this isn't directly affecting the price of Terra Luna Classic today. In fact, Terra Luna Classic is moving nicely higher because Bitcoin is testing some recent new highs around 23,500. Just a couple of days ago, Bitcoin was testing 23,800. If it breaks through, guys, we could see a nice rally up to 25, and if we break 25, 30 is what we're going to be knocking on next. So Bitcoin looking very bullish today. Terra Luna Classic price action looking very bullish today, but we need to discuss this proposal. It's got good, it's got bad, and could potentially do very well for Terra Luna Classic if successful, or, I mean, honestly, could destroy it along the way. So let's discuss it. If it sounds like something you're interested in, let's get started. Let's get started. What's up, everybody? I'm Clay. I'm here to make 2023 the best year ever. If you haven't clicked that subscribe button, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Join us, become a bro. We are here every single day, and we are growing our portfolios together. And look, if you guys are brand new to investing, you don't know how or where to buy stocks and crypto, you got a link in the description below for Webull. It is super simple to set up your account. Any deposit, you guys are getting at least 6 free stocks, up to 12 free stocks, and a $1 crypto trade is going to get you $5 in free crypto. If you guys want crypto exclusive exchanges, where you can buy, sell, trade, short, leverage, all that good stuff, you get KuCoin and Binance down there. Now, KuCoin and Binance, they offer rewards for the more active trader, so the more you trade, the more you're going to earn. But please be aware, if you're holding on those exchanges, it is considered a loan to those exchanges. Great place to buy, great place to sell, but if you're going to hold, you might want to do so in a cold storage or DeFi wallet. Now, guys, I want to jump into this proposal, talk about some of the pros, the cons, summarize it really quick because it is a very long one, and then just really leave it out there because I don't necessarily think that this is a good idea, but if the community does, hey, we'll move forward with it. Now, the summary is this proposal describes an actionable framework for the LUNC community to repeg USTC from a code level, a consensus level, both technical and social, and guidelines to do so. Now, while this proposal is a signaling proposal, actionable plans outlined here are enforceable through the Terra Community Trust Guidelines. The end goal is to recover the value lost in May of 2022 during the depeg of SDT from the IMF SDR with USTC, it was most affected by, while streamlining LUNC burns process. If you vote yes, you agree to the ziggurat model. If you vote no, they're not going to enact the ziggurat model. And if you vote no with veto, they're not going to do it, and the deposits are going to be burned. So the motivation behind this proposal is simply to repeg USTC. This is the stable coin in the Terra Luna Classic blockchain or ecosystem or network, however you want to look at it. The one that was pegged to $1. And this is a very interesting way of getting it back to $1. And in my opinion, kind of muddles that gray area a little bit. Now, they go through, and Duncan does a very good technical job of listing the code that's going to need changed, the parameters, kind of trying to think of all of the situations here in putting guidelines or guardrails out there with the using the ERMs and all of these different things in order to make sure the catastrophe doesn't happen again. But at its most basic level, guys, this is price manipulation. They are going to be adding and dropping fees in order to increase and decrease arbitrage opportunities so that people pump the price of USTC back up to $1. Now, there's a lot. If you guys want to go through and read this proposal, you can find it out on Twitter, absolutely. You know, you can find it out there and read through all this technical stuff if you want to, but pros and cons, okay? Let's go over those. In simple terms, the pros boil down to designing a more efficient system for LUNC and USTC that can burn more than the tax rate can. It can create smoother environments for DApps and its users and ultimately reach the ultimate goal of repegging USTC. The cons of this proposal are that it's costly to make, and over time, it's going to be so. If the community is not interested in expenditures or developers or contributors' requests for Ziggy, which is this ziggurat model, or if they do not have the means, capital, and resources to enact parts of this proposal, then the proposal has failed by the way of default. So they're letting you know right now This is going to be extremely expensive to try to attempt to repeg USTC to the Terra Luna Classic blockchain and have that stablecoin, or that algorithmically stablecoin, on the Terra Luna Classic blockchain. So, the pros: re-enable the algorithm token methodology without newly minting coins, opening the potential of burning using the ERM instead of taxes, it's a built-in taxation, increasing the rate of burns significantly, enabling burns of LUNC and USTC across all markets to participate in cross-market consensus, and strengthening the streamline of governance. Awesome. And the cons are basically, if we can't pay for it, well, it's not going to happen. There's more cons than that in my mind, though. When you physically manipulate a price, and you intentionally manipulate a price, that is not going to look good for the massive amounts of regulators that are going to be forming over 2023. Now, this is the part that could possibly be most difficult, and this is going to need a little bit of discussion here. So it is going to need permission from everybody involved with Terra Luna Classic and USTC, not just our beautiful governance that we have. Every centralized exchange, every decentralized exchange, every version of wrapped Luna, wrapped UST, all of these, everybody involved is going to need to say yes. Obtaining cross-market consensus requires that LUNC obtains consensus from other markets. Every action in this community that takes that effect, LUNC price affects investors on all chains. Some more than others. Using an algorithm solution is provided introduces vectors that may not be forecasted in these documents. Additionally, LUNC must obtain consensus from centralized exchanges like Binance through running a validator on-chain so that they can prove they are not manipulating internal prices against Terra's. They can prove that they're not manipulating prices against our manipulated prices, is the way that should read. If this particular step is not taken with centralized exchanges, LUNC risks destroying what has been built through the risks associated with direct oracle manipulation. So basically, guys, if we don't get all of the centralized exchanges to begin running validators, validating prices in accordance with what is being validated on our blockchain, if any of these centralized exchanges disagree, if any of these centralized exchanges are running prices contrary to what we are manipulating the prices to be, it is most likely going to fail. We're going to see massive arbitrage opportunities like we saw in the first place that depegged USTC and threw Terra Luna Classic out of control in the first place. My brief thoughts. Anytime you physically or directly or intentionally manipulate a price, you are walking into a space that you cannot get out from. It could be a great idea and maybe the only idea or the only way to get USTC back up to $1 by manually stair-stepping it back up there. But that is not an open market. That is not a free market. And that is not something that I think regulators would take lightly. Right now, if the cryptocurrency space is unregulated, okay, great. We might be able to get away with it. But, you know, as soon as you got major multi-billion-dollar companies like Binance involved, and these companies are going out there and manipulating the price of a stable coin to walk it back up to $1, it is going to be so gray for them to do that I personally don't think that they're going to be on board. If they are, we could watch Terra Luna Classic and USTC soar in value over the coming years. But I have my doubts about this one when it comes to manually manipulating the price of any coin so that it goes up, that it goes down, and so on. And even beyond that, you know, these guys that are flipping this switch, the ones that know immediately when the price is going to be more expensive or the fees are going to increase or the fees are going to decrease, I mean, there's such a conflict of interest there as well. They're going to be so easily, taken advantage of. And I guess abused in the sense that individuals will be able to arbitrage when necessarily the masses won't have the opportunity and the time to do so. I think it's too gray, but I want to know what you guys think. Down in the comments below, do you think that this ziggurat approach, manually affecting the fees associated with trades to manipulate the price of USTC higher, is a good idea or a bad idea? Let us know down in the comments, and of course, with that button right there still red, make sure to click it, subscribe to the channel, join us, become a bro. We are here every single day, and we are growing our portfolios together. You guys got ClayBro 883 everywhere. You're getting 6 to 12 free stocks on Webull, KuCoin and Binance, free Discord, and until the next time, hope that each and every one of you have an awesome day.